All right, Cindy, you go.
Hi, everybody. So tonight, I don't know if Yvette wants to go first or.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Perfect. Go for it.
All right. Well, thank you for inviting me to come and share about a couple of the apps that we use. It's always fun to see you guys, and I'm honored that you asked me to jump on. So Cassie had asked me to talk a little bit about the My Customers app and the Skin Analyzer app. And I know a couple of you have already heard me train about the My Customers Plus app. Do you guys all have the app? Raise your hand if you've got the My Customers app. Okay, so we won't have to go into that. I think Kaylee probably has it as well. But it's such a useful tool in so many ways, not just in the training that I've done before, but when you are looking for people that you want to book for particular things. So yes, you can print out a hard copy, but it's so convenient to have it right in your phone so that you can go through your list just right through there and see who all your customers are. But it's also nice because if you've assigned tags to people or to different groups, you can easily and quickly find people that you want to work with. So say, for example, you want to work with people that use the Miracle Set, or people who maybe use one or two pieces of the current Miracle Set, and you want to find new, you want to get them introduced to the new Miracle Set, right? So as soon as you can get that ordered, and of course, if you were at seminar, and I think you guys all were, then you've got that set in your hot little hands. And I've already got people booked for this week for the new Miracle Set. So they're coming in and they're going to be on my test panel, right? So that's one way that you can use the My Customers app currently, is that you can go in, and if you've assigned tags, like I said, then you can find all those people that use either the full set or even just pieces of that set, so that you can book them to come in and be a test panel for the new Miracle Set. Okay. And you can pre-order, you can have people come in, and if they love this set, what I did was I offered people a $15 gift card, or $15 in free product if they come in and participated on that panel. And I only sent it out to the people in my customer base that currently use the Miracle Set. Okay. And it was only like, I don't know, maybe 30 people, and I've got 9 booked for this week. So I'm still going to use that same script to book more people that maybe don't use skincare. But of course, I came home from seminar and all hell kind of broke loose in my world. So I haven't gotten back to doing some booking for a little bit, but that is something I am going to do too, is for people that aren't currently using any skincare, or, maybe they're using the Naturally line, or maybe they're using the, botanicals. Those are people that I'm going to pull in to try the new Miracle Set. So they come in, they try it, they love it. And I tell them, I'm currently taking a list of people that I can pre-order this for. Would you like to apply the $15 in free product to a full size set? That's how I'm going to try and sell that. And so even if they come in and they try the new set, they order the new set, and you give them to them like $10 or $15 off, you're still coming out way ahead. You're getting people on that full set. So that's one way I'm using the My Customers app with the new Miracle Set. Okay. The other thing that you can do with the app is anybody that uses skincare, okay, is interested in the Skin Analyzer app. And in fact, who doesn't want to know really what their skin is made up of and what their skin needs? Okay. So even people that don't use skincare, maybe you have people like me that use all the color, body care, but they don't use any skincare. I mean, it's hard to believe, but that does happen. I love Cindy's cat right in the road. I love it. That's so cute. So anyway, that's another way that you can use that app to book people, is to send them a text that, you've got a really cool new tool that you would love to have people come in and help you practice. And again, offer them $10 in free product. Okay. I did send a link a month or so ago to some of my customers that ask them if they would be interested in trying the app on their own. And I sent it out to several people, and I had several people try it, but so far I have not gained any sales from that. So I would encourage you to try still and get in front of them instead. And just let them, come in and play with the new little skin analyzer. And it's so much fun, you guys, when we first came out with that app a few years ago, I booked a lot of my customers with it. And of course, as we go along in our businesses, we add more people. So there's lots of people in my customer base that haven't tried it yet. And so I'm excited to really get busy booking people to come in and try that app, because again, not only do they get to, try some different products, but I love that app populates a list of suggested products for their skin, because not only is it us recommending the products, it's the app that recommends what they need. Cassie, did you want to say something?
Now, when you book those for the skin analyzer party, are you booking a 2-week follow-up? I had heard some that were doing that, like they get them what they said they needed and then do like a 2-week follow-up and take another scan, or maybe a month follow-up and take another scan and just show them like what's changed.
I haven't done that this time around just because I just haven't yet. But I think that that's a really good thing to do, because it follows up with that awesome service that we're providing with the app. And then it's going to give them some really, a full picture of what the products are doing for their skin. And so when you book those follow-up appointments, again, you're going to book them for a color appointment. When they come back in, then you can, offer more suggestions. You can even turn that into a party. So just utilizing the tools that the company has given us, people love it. And they totally appreciate that service that we give them. I'm telling you, if I wasn't in, Mary Kay, and somebody texted me and said, "Hey, Vet, could you come in for free and try this and just let me get your feedback on here?" I'd be, "Oh yeah, heck yeah." Because like I said, we want to know what our skin needs to provide the best products for our skin. In fact, years ago, this is way before Mary Kay. This was like 20 years ago. We were my husband was in this other business. And one of the ladies was doing like this kind of like a skin analyzer type thing, because they also offered skincare, cosmetics, all that stuff. And they had this giant machine. It was like this big. And it's set on the kitchen counter, and you had to stick your head up in there and cover it. It was like those old fashioned cameras, those old time things, and cover it. And then it would, you'd close your eyes and it would do like a scan of your skin. And what it would do was it would come back and it would basically give us the same information. But I remember thinking that was so cool, because it really gave me a clear picture of what my skin needed. And then here we are, years later, Mary Kay brings it out in this cute little app on our phone that we don't have to drag any stupid heavy equipment around. But it still gives us, it gives us better information. It gives us a more detailed snapshot of what our skin needs. And it's just right in the phone. And I think that the app, when they first came out with it, it was a little bit harder to get the person's face like centered in there. And it didn't always take a picture. For whatever reason, on some people it just didn't. And I think that they've maybe done some updates to it to make it even better. So it's a fun tool.
Sorry, Andy had typed in the comments about, you were talking about doing your miracle set. She said, Tanya said she waits till closer to the release date. Do you always do your parties this early for it?
Say that again.
So this is in regards to when you were talking about the new Miracle 3D and booking for that. She said, Tanya said she waits till closer to the release date. Do you always do them this early?
I think it kind of depends. You can do them this early if you're comfortable doing that. I guess I've never really worried about that, honestly, Andy. But if Tanya felt like that worked better for her, then chances are it might be a good idea to try it her way first. I don't know. I think in the summer in particular, it's hard to book people sometimes. We can always book people because we offer such great tools, but sometimes I think in the summer it's harder to pin people down. And so for me, getting ahead of the game, that way I like to be able to have time in between now and the release date so that I can rebook them. And, perfect example, you guys too, is, last week, all these ladies that I have coming in this week, I had booked for last week. And as you guys may know, my mother, she passed away. And so I moved a lot of my appointments to this week. So, life happens. It happens. And so I'm so grateful that I did do that, because now I can still get 9 faces in before I'm off for a few more days, taking care of, the services. And then next week I can hit it again. So, it just is kind of a personal preference, but if that works better for Tanya, it might be a good idea to try it that way. But I'm kind of the kind of person that I get on the ball like now. As soon as I get something that I can book with, I get on it right away, just because that's how I operate. But some people don't, and they like to wait closer to the release date. So it's kind of a personal preference, honestly. So yeah. So do you guys have any other questions about how to use those apps and any other things that like I personally have done with those apps in the past?
I've actually now, and I missed it while we were at seminar, but I took mine. I actually kind of stopped using all my skincare for like, I don't know, 3 weeks, just because I wanted to show them this is what maybe your skin may look like. And I was shocked after using the skincare system for so long and not being on it for about 3 weeks, and how much my skin needed it, moisture and everything. And yeah, it was crazy. And so I only took 2 weeks. So I started it on a Thursday and took my, I'm sorry, he's gonna come back in the way again. Okay, broccoli, keep going. He's so goofy. And so I cleansed my face and then took the first photo, and I actually posted it to my business page. And then I posted another one, and then I didn't get the third one in. So I'm trying to do it weekly so they can see the difference on my skin, and taking a picture every week on the same day at the same time.
Okay.
So I know that it's in the morning, and just trying to get some attention from it, because I think I'm in the vendors and I do advertise it, but I think people still don't know what it means or what it is, and why would I want to send it to you? Because I always ask them if they, email it to me, then I'll send them, the accommodating or the appropriate skincare and supplements that they would need via the skin analyzer. So I don't know if you've done any of that with that, Evette.
I haven't, but what I have done is, with the list that the app actually populates for them, it's a personalized list based on their skin, and that what they need. And then you can send that to them. And I'm sure you guys have probably seen that, maybe not, but you can actually text that to them so that, and I've had, couple of years ago when we were doing this, when the app was new, I had people say, well, I know for sure I want this and this. And so they'd order, and then they'd say, I'd get the list to them, and then they'd go home and they'd sit down and look at their budget and, different things, and they'd come back and order more. And 9 times out of 10, they ordered almost all of it, because they knew that, they needed to have everything that it would recommend. So yeah, but it's interesting, like you said, Cindy, when we stop using the skincare, and even for a short time, the remarkable difference that the skincare makes. It's even all of us, we use the skincare for years and we take good care of our skin. But even then, it just goes to show how, our skin is it is a living organ, and it does need those ingredients to help keep it at its best. And so, yeah, I think it's just so important of a tool. So
So
I'm going to
true.
definitely book a lot of those.
I can say I've actually never done it on myself. I guess I've done
Yeah.
parties with it and all kinds of other things, but I need to do it on myself.
Yeah, you got
It's
to.
fun.
Got to.
Well, thank you,
Yeah.
Yvette. I think that was perfect. If you want to stay on and
Oh,
listen, you can, or if you want to jump off and do your Sunday, you're more than welcome either way. But thank you so much. We appreciate
Thank you.
absolutely. It's my pleasure. But I do think I'm going to jump off. I heard the timer buzz on our oven, and my husband had just got dinner out. So I'm going to go have some dinner. So
Nice.
thank you guys. Have a good evening.
Thank you,
Good night.
Yvette.
You bet. You are welcome.
So I don't know if any of you are follow Sandy Welch. She's actually, I am so sorry. I don't, yeah, I don't know. Ignore him. Goodness gracious. Anyways, I don't know if any of you are on Sandy Welch's Facebook page. She is a great a great um, encyclopedia of knowledge. So if there's something you don't know how to do or haven't tried and want to, her Facebook page is Facebook. I just put in FB and then Sandy Welch will pop up. She does need to approve you. She wants to make sure you're a consultant, but I recommend her Facebook page. I've learned so much from her in every aspect. Like when I first started doing virtual, that's where I learned the little ins and outs of it. Anyways, so she does them a lot, and she actually will print out. I have the script, and I can send this all to you. But one of the things that she does, she says she likes us to print out the results on the from the skin analyzer. Is my background too loud? Can you guys hear it? Is it too loud? No. Um, and then she goes over each of the things with the customer, and she kind of does it as a facial, kind of. First, she starts out talking to them about just getting comfortable with them once they've done the skin analyzer itself. She takes about 2 to 3 minutes just to get to know them and figure out what is interesting for them to learn about their skin. What do they want to change or make look different? And then she will go ahead and go into just some details about Mary Kay, our 100% satisfaction guarantee. Like your products, they may change once you've used them for a few weeks. You may need to change something, especially if you're doing the skin analyzer, you know, bi-monthly or bi-weekly, however you're doing it. I think it's good for us to do it too, because when I did do it, even though I hadn't used any products in 3 weeks, it told me I needed to be using 3D. And I've been using the repair system for, I don't even know how long it's been out. 15, 13 years. I've used it from the beginning, but it told me to use the 3D system, and my skin didn't like it.
That's
I
probably
felt
because
like,
you've been using the repair, so your skin's already better.
right.
So they're like, oh, your skin looks great. You don't need that yet.
But I felt like a shriveled up little raisin when I started using the 3D system. I'm like, I have no moisture in my skin. It felt so dry, so I went back. But it's really great. I'm not an expert at the skin analyzer, but I think it's a great app that we have, like Evette said, that we need to be taken advantage of. It's a great way to break the ice with people that maybe have never even tried skincare, don't even know what a routine means, or what is a system, or what is even a supplement. And it gives you everything if you've ever looked on there. But I have like her scripts that she uses down to the closing, what she emails them. So if you guys want copies of any of this, I could definitely put it on this. And then she does give a 1 through, gosh, it's just so good. When she's talking to them, she'll actually ask them, once we talk through the recommendations, we can come up with a morning routine that I think you'll be happy with. That's what she wants us to know to do. And then second, let's talk about your current evening routine. Most women find it much easier to do their skin routine in the morning, and then a little harder to be consistent in the evening, which I guess I would almost think it's the opposite way sometimes. And then, ask her, Cassie, is that true? Is it easier for you to do a morning routine than it is an evening routine? Which I would think it'd be the opposite way, because
I
sometimes
actually
I'm
hear that
lazy.
a lot because I know a lot of ladies that like get up and shower every morning,
Yeah,
and then in the evening they're so tired. By the time they
yeah,
get home and do dinner and everything, they're just done.
yeah. And I always say thank God for micellar water and oil-free makeup, eye makeup remover.
Yes, Andy, kids for sure. Kids,
Yeah, yeah,
exhausting.
yes, I'm telling you.
Oh,
Um, but it's such great information that she gives. I mean, if Sandy Welch is a very spiritual person, so she even has another app that she gives you Sunday prayers. Like she learned something at church and then she shares her point of it. So I recommend her to anybody.
is it
Um,
Sandi or Y?
SANDYWELCH.
Thank you.
And I can put also I can send the link on to Red Rally if you guys want it. But
Beautiful.
her closing on here, I was just going to kind of go through some of these. There's only 5, but it's kind of cool not working through an app how to close them. She said, you still ask them, did you enjoy yourself? You use you use whatever closing sheet you're comfortable with. The roll-up bag collection, which is probably one from the beginning. Skincare sets, mix and match of your favorite things. And then she says, you just keep repeating this message. What else can I get for you? Um, Let me go through the short list before I forget. How about mascaras, special skincare items, supplements, lipsticks, lifting serum, CC creams, foundation, anything else? And then keep always going back to what it says on their sheet from the Anaylizer in case they forgot something. Oh, it says that you should be using the Replenish serum C plus E. So mention that to her. Oh, you forgot to order that. Do you want to add that on? And then you always give them your total, their total. Ask, of course, you guys know this, how they would like to take care of that. But one of the things she does say is don't forget until you have payment. Then go to this closing. It says, thank you so much. And I'm so excited for you. Let's schedule your next skincare app in 30 days from today. So this would also be a virtual party. And you would make that appointment within the next 7 to 10 days. What's better for you earlier in the week or the other end? And then you'll continue to do that about every 3 to 4 months just to see how it's working. Because we've all had them where they've bought products from anybody, but maybe from us too, and they just put them in a drawer and forget about it. Either they didn't like it, it didn't work right, they didn't know how to get in touch with us, or they were just embarrassed to maybe even call us. So I think the follow-up is really important. And she just talks more about just trying to get it in as a party. See if she would like to have a party. She'd be the host, and then you could do a color program with her, and then all her guests would go through and do the skin analyzer. And so you kind of start over. Any questions on that? I don't know if we lost Kaylee. We might have. Nope, she's still there.
That's amazing. So she does most of hers virtual and has them do
Yeah.
it on their own, or she leads them through it?
It doesn't say if she leads them through. I think she does once she initially sets up the first appointment after they've went through it and then emailed her the results. Then she schedules that time with them.
Okay, very cool. So I've done
Yeah.
a party with it before. And it was kind of fun. So we kind of just all sat down like we were going to do the skincare anyways. I had everybody wash their face and took pictures of each of them. And then used like skincare and stuff that it brought up for them, and I sent it to them. I will say the following up with them, I definitely meant to do that, but didn't really do it as well. But they all were like so ecstatic for it. I think I could probably get a hold of all those ladies again and be like, let's just see how it's doing a year later or something, and they would probably love it. But it was actually pretty fun.
Yeah, it's really interesting how I think the app kind of puts your skin in all these different categories or skincare lines.
Mhm.
So that kind of amazed me when I was like, I never thought of those boosters before, but you know, so I think it's really cool. I think that's our next challenge. Everybody needs to do that. Send it here.
I was thinking that too. That should be our challenge for
Yeah,
next week is do the skin analyzer on yourself. Just wash
yeah,
your face with no makeup on and take it, have your husband or whoever take a picture of you, and then let's review the results
yeah.
next,
And seeing if you're using what it says you should be using.
right?
It'd be cool.
That would be awesome. How is everybody's sales and everything going this week? How did we finish up the end of last week? Oh, Andy, that's not a good face.
I'm still trying to figure out closing of one of my orders. She keeps adding, so I won't complain. But I haven't finished it up yet.
There's too much going on. Are you gonna have to resubmit for DIQ, Andy?
It's okay, Andy. Just build.
October. We can do
Yep.
it, Andy. We can do it. I can say I did not finish my 600 for the first time in 2 years this last
Yep.
month. So I won't be getting the consistency, which I'm pretty upset about. But I'm gonna make it up. My goal was also to be a Ruby Star 4 quarters this year, so I can win that cruise with Deb. So I am working hard. I've got six.
Did you register?
I have not yet. We have to wait till his paycheck, so I have to call and talk to the lady and see about that. But
You have until the 11th. They extended the deadline.
okay, cool. But yeah, I've got six faces on so far for this week. I'm shooting for 15 just so some back out. I still have some to keep my sales going. You did finish your jewelry. Yay!
Great job, Kaylee.
Yay, Kaylee! What about you, Miss Cindy?
I didn't finish last month either. I was very far away.
Yeah.
It's been a lot hard last couple months, I think, but I'm hoping now that I'm getting Amelia goes back to school Wednesday, and and so I can actually do my stuff now.
Well, and I've had my cleaning lady took on like a big corporate job, and so she hasn't been doing my house. So I've been trying to pick up that. And then I thought, oh, it's summer. I won't need a nanny. And I was wrong. I should have had a nanny all summer. So I know that those two things have held me back. And I do finally have a nanny again. I am still looking for a cleaning lady, but getting better at that part of things. But yeah, I know that those things have held me back lately. So just trying to figure out what I did different, or what, I didn't do the numbers. I didn't see the faces. I didn't do the numbers to get what I needed to get. So that is my big focus, is just really buckling down this month and hitting my numbers so that I can get to where I need to get. Which for me, so you guys can hold me accountable, I need to be seeing 10 faces every single week. That is where I will hit my goal for what I need to bring into my family budget, and for what I need to be Queen's Court. And at least I would like to be 4-star Ruby. I would really love Pearl. I think that is going to be more Queen's Court, but if I can at least hit Ruby, I will be very close to that. So, and then sharing will come along with that. If I'm seeing 10 faces every week, I should be adding 5 new people every month. That should not be hard. That is my goal. So 10 faces a week. Hold me to it, ladies, please. Anything anyone else wants us to hold you to before we pop off?
I'm the same. I want car production, September 1st.
Gotcha. Got it, Cindy.
And Target. So I got to get my, I don't even know how many active. 8? Shit. I
Yeah,
have to
you have
look.
to be still. They extended it. Oh, you have
Yeah.
starting tomorrow. Oh, good luck, Andy. Bless you, teachers, because I can't do it. Not
Nope.
to children. I feel like adult women I can do. 20 to 30 faces a month. Okay, Kaylee, we can do
Great
that.
numbers, Kaylee.
So we're gonna check in every week and see how close we are to your goals. So be keeping track of that so that you can report like, okay, I did 5 of my 30 or 5 of my whatever. So all right, ladies.
Awesome.
I'm so proud of you all for being here. I appreciate you. I'll post this
Sorry I was late.
for, oh, you're just fine. For Miss Julie, and I hope to see Julie posting your things on the WhatsApp. And Cindy, if you'll post those scripts and stuff in the WhatsApp,
Yep.
that would be beautiful.
Yep. Will do.
All right, ladies. Good
Awesome.
night.
And
Did you have any other questions? No?
nope.
Okay.
Good night, all.
Good night.